Agony of a Blind Bride. Episode 1. Everyone in the community was rejecting Igioma because she was blind in nature. Some people believe she was a witch and was responsible for killing her both parents. It happened she was only a poor girl that was born blind. Igioma had no friend to talk with, and all her relatives abandoned her after the death of her parents, who passed away in a car accident. She started living alone when she was 19. As a blind girl, she would hardly feed, because she could not see or find her way to get food. Her late parents was a little wealthy and had a lot of land properties, but she was denied access to any of the properties belonging to her father. She could not fight for it because she was blind. Her uncle, Mr. Maxwell, took every single document from the house and left Igioma in the small semi-duplex to Carter for herself. Being blinded was a bad luck for her, but having her parents around, taking good care of her, taking her out when she needed, and making her feel better, made her condition easy, until death came for her parents. Since that day, she had no one to take her out of the house. She stayed alone and sometimes stayed hungry. But life was not getting easy for the poor girl. Her uncle, Mr. Maxwell, wasn't even bothered about her well-being. He was greedy and never wanted to help the poor girl. Sometimes he would come visiting and give Igioma some quick food items that easily be eaten without cooking or boiling. Sometimes Igioma would sit down and sing, calling her late parents, crying and thinking about how they treated her so nice. Igioma's condition got worse that she would go hungry for days without eating. But after some times, Uncle Maxwell totally forgot about the poor girl and focused on his own life, making it impossible for Igioma to feed. As the condition got worse, she decided to go out of the house and find a way to help herself. She remembered Uncle Maxwell. He had everything my dad left. Maybe he would help me out. Let me find a way to his house, Igioma muttered to herself while she held her stick and walked into the street. Igioma was young and beautiful, beautiful than every other girls in the community, but she always get rejected because she was blind, and none of the people around her wanted to be her friend. But that day, as she set out, he held her stick and used it to find her way into the street, listening carefully if anyone was around her. Igioma. Igioma. She heard someone called her name from behind. What are you doing out here alone? Let me help you, the voice added. Igioma never had a friend in her community, and everyone else rejects her because she is blind, making her more curious and wanted to know who called her name. Please, who are you? She asked. I am new here in this community. My name is Jennifer. I heard a lot about you already, and I must say I'm sorry for the death of your parents. I heard you live down the street alone. That is bad for a blind girl. Wait, you heard a lot about me, and you didn't reject me like every other person in this community? No, you are innocent and a victim of bad luck. Please tell me, where are you heading to let me help you out? I know you need assistance in walking, said Jennifer. I am going down the street to my uncle's. He names is Mr. Maxwell, said Igioma. So Igioma got assisted by the new girl down to her uncle's house. But instead of getting help from her uncle, she got maltreated and pushed to the ground by her uncle, warning her never to come back to his house again. Uncle, please, you are the only person I have now. Don't push me away. Without you, I don't have anyone else I can run to, Igioma said while crying to her uncle. No, I have done enough for you already. Am going inside the house. I don't want to come and outside and find you in my compound, said Mr. Maxwell. Why is your uncle so harsh on you? I mean, you are his niece. Just get on your feet, like go back, said Jennifer as she helped her get on her feet. Igioma felt so hurt from his uncle's reaction. She thought she would get help from him, but rather she got hurt in return. They left Uncle Maxwell's house and headed back home. No, I don't think I can survive anymore. I have to end my life, die peacefully instead of living this miserable life, Igioma said while they walked. Don't ever say something like that again. You got rejected by your uncle doesn't mean you are rejected by the world, said Jennifer. Yes, I'm already rejected by the world. It all started when I was born blind. That was when the world took something from me. Don't worry, you will be fine. You are blind, but I believe you are also destined for greatness. So as the two continued talking on the way, Jennifer got carried by the discussion and could not notice the car coming towards the direction it horned up, but the both girls were not faster in moving. The driver of the car tried braking down his speed, but the car ran into the girls, and they both flung down. Jennifer was able to get up on her toes after the incident, but Igioma remained flat on the floor. To be continued. Follow me for next episode.